But why should the American public re-elect a president under whose tenure unemployment remains at 8.2%, a staggeringly high amount? The national debt has risen by $5 trillion to $16 trillion. Gas prices have doubled. I mean, the balance sheet against Barack Obama on the financial economics of this country are pretty damning. Whoever does win has got a huge economic mountain to climb. Even now, 8.2% unemployment, $16 trillion debt, gas prices double where they were when Barack Obama took over. On the face of it, this should be a very, very easy gig for a Republican nominee to take on an incumbent Democrat president. You've got unemployment over 8%. Gas prices have doubled. Under normal circumstances, an incumbent president who still had 8.2% unemployment, $16 trillion of debt, which had risen by $5 trillion, gas prices doubled. You wouldn't politically give that incumbent president much of a prayer in an election. It seems extraordinary to me that the polls seem to be widening when you have a country that's 8.2% unemployment, $16 trillion in debt, gas prices doubling, all these huge sticks to beat the incumbent president with. Did the Republicans choose the right candidate? The reason I ask is that if you look at all the weapons to attack Barack Obama with, there are lots of them. You know, 8.2% unemployment, $16 trillion debt, gas prices doubled in his tenure, and so on. There are lots of ways you could really go for this president.
When the president took office in late January 2009, gas prices then were about $1.80 a gallon. Why were they so low? Because we were actually, remember, in the middle of a very terrible recession.
The Republican Party says gas prices have more than doubled under the president's watch. Here's what an independent analyst says.
In the short term, the ability of any president to affect gasoline prices in a meaningful way is extremely limited. For purposes of comparison, when President Bush took office, in 2001, the price was $1.55, and when he left offices, it was $4.25.
The reality is that politicians can do almost nothing to affect prices in the short term, and it's extremely complicated to do much for the long run either. You know, think of the crude oil marketplace. It's worldwide, and the price of oil, it's subject to supply, politics, geopolitical issues, a whole host of other issues.
There are so many factors at play in what's going on with the economy and with gas prices that it's just silly to think that we can blame or credit a president for all of this.
No one can just wave a magic wand and impact gas prices, not even the president. You know, if it was that easy, someone would have done it already.